Once upon a time, there was a couple who was about to get married, and they were getting married at a lord's castle. There wasn't going to be a bunch of family members in attendance or anything like that. It was just the two of them and this lord and butlers and things like that. It was way back in the day where that was normal. And so the problem was the lord really was in love with the woman. And on her wedding day, he tried to tell her to be with him instead of her husband, her fiance, but she said no. And so what he did was he put something in her drink and then took her to a witch doctor, and the witch doctor turned her into a zombie. And then she was lifeless, but she was his. And then he realized, I have her, but there's nothing in her eyes. But there was nothing he could do to change her back. She was lifeless and gone. The end. Maybe what happened is a whole lot of men fell for the world. They fell for the material realm, for things and buying things and making things and producing things and owning things, driving and living in, running around in things. They lost the spiritual, symbolic side of the world. They let it go for the stones and the cars and the houses and the women. And you see what happened was, I think there used to be men who were fully on the side of symbolism and romance and chivalry. But when the women saw these men who went after the material world and they saw all the things that they gained, the women went to them. And in doing that, those women, just as these men died to the world, the women died with them. They went with them and they died as well. And now there's lifeless looks in their eyes. When they talk, when these couples talk, it is lifeless. Maybe spare a few moments. These men have taken our women, and by we, I mean men who are fully on the side of true romance, what it used to be, and aren't ashamed. Maybe we are ashamed, but it's there. It's in us. It's in us. That love, that true love, that not everybody gets to have. That people who don't experience say it's a fairy tale. Some of us know it's out there. Some of us can feel that. But the problem is these men who died to the world, who decided that the world was what this world is, that what they decided that what they needed to fill that void within themselves was the world. Those men who died, they took the women and those women died with them. Became just like them, dead inside, lifeless eyes, material eyes. Killed our women. And there's no getting them back. Once they've died, once they've become a lifeless zombie to the world. I've always had a fantasy of saving a girl. When I was really little, it started with knights in shining armor, fighting a dragon to save a princess. You get a little bit older, you start going to school, and it becomes this fantasy of saving. It becomes maybe saving a girl from bullying, from bullies. And then when I was in middle school, I read Anne Frank, and I wanted desperately to save her, to sneak through the window and take her out of fucking the scary place. And then you get a little bit older, and then you have things like maybe school shootings. Maybe you want to save her from the school shooting. Or maybe you want to save her from the apocalypse. The world is ending, and you throw her in your truck and you guys make it away. You know, I think a lot of guys still have this, we want to save her, the damsel. It's built into us. And maybe what we're fighting against is dudes that are dead, who have gained so much material because they are dead. And that material draws women to them, and those women die. I don't think that's what we're fighting against. I don't think that's what the fantasy is about. All I was really saying that is just to say that some of us have that in us, like that true romance. Like when you look at a girl and you see the biggest thing in the world. There's nothing bigger than that. Just any girl. It doesn't have to be the most pretty girl. You just look at a woman and you see the biggest thing in the world. Nothing else compares. There's dudes like that, I know it. But it's shamed. It's embarrassing to say. It is shamed out of you to think that way, to think that you have that you have a soulmate, that true love exists. That you could see someone and have love at first sight, that could still exist. It's shamed out of you as a man. By men who have died to the material world. That stuff is real, and aside from God, it's the biggest thing here, is a partner. It's what matters the most. No hesitation in my voice. That's what matters the most. Aside from God himself and Jesus Christ, a partner is what matters the most. And I'll be damned the day I have a normal fucking pathetic, dry, passive-aggressive conversation with my fucking girlfriend. You hear it every day with these couples. It's disgusting. It's atrocious. Honey, did you do the thing? I'll be damned if I end up like that. With a fucking Facebook picture with me and my girl on it on a beach. I would be damned. I feel damned just saying that last thing out loud. No, me and my partner will be far away from you all. We will not be connected to you all. I'll find a way to do my part in bringing people to Christ, but in terms of society and being a part of that, goodbye. I don't care how embarrassing all of this is. I'll be damned if I end up like you.